True. It's the community coalition.
True. Yeah.
Hey, fine for too long. That's how we rise up. Knowledge is wealth.
Let's rise up.
No more fighting as individuals, we municipal.
Change the forecast. This the podcast to listen to. We got a vision. Let's make it visible.
Say we gotta fight for our rights.
Man, enlist me. Real talk. 360.
Real talk.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Turn it up.
Yeah.
Turn it up.
Yeah, how y'all doing?
Can you hear
We
me
back
in my
again.
headphones?
We have.
Turn it up.
Yeah.
Turn it up.
Do y'all hear me out there? We had to go back and do it again because
we had some technical difficulties.
Technical, but I
forgot the volume. That's what it happened. I forgot the volume.
Technical difficulties.
You know, we over here just talking, man, and ain't nobody hearing this. Ain't nobody hearing this, man.
And you missed that fire opening.
Yeah, the fire was
man.
open, man. Yo.
When we gonna do it again?
Check this out. My name is Jamel Live.
Hey.
This is Real Talk 360.
Yeah,
I'm Jackie's oldest son.
Oh, yeah.
And to my left.
Hey, man. Hey, it's Dory again, representing Timmersville
What?
all the time, man.
Real
843. Stand up, Timmersville.
T-Ville in the house.
Yeah, and in front of me, he's back. He
man.
finally had enough time to come back. I called him on the phone. I was like, Drew, he's like, what's up? I said, you want to record today? He said, yeah, what time? I said, 7:30, all right?
I said, I'm going to pull on up.
So he pulled up.
Yeah, man, it's your boy Drew, representing South Florence. That's where I graduated from.
South.
Yeah.
South Florence, 843, man.
Lat's looking like a mountain. They stand up all out of his shirt. I said, God damn. And you know what over here, Mr. Mom right in front of us.
Mr. Bond.
Hey, it's your boy T, Mr. 973 to the 843. I'm back in the building as always.
Oh, man.
Tori with no dreads.
No, yeah.
Hey, yo, this how this guy looked when I first met him.
Yo, man.
And like,
No
you know what?
dreads.
It's crazy. A lot of people don't know because I'm not the type of person who put stuff on Facebook and all that
Yeah.
stuff. So no people don't know. Most people see me last was with locks.
They going to be caught
now-
off guard
now-
like me.
Now they looking now. They're like, probably like, ho, what's something different about
Like me.
it?
I'm like, hey, T, what's
Yeah, I ain't call and tell nobody.
Oh, man.
You know what black people say? Hey, he's sick.
I know, right? Hey, we'll get into that later about this. We'll get into that later.
He's sick.
Nah.
He's sick. Oh,
No,
man. You crazy, man.
I'm sick and tired of America with some of the stuff they gotta go through. That's what I'm sick of.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
It's a lot going on, too.
What's going on
a
there?
lot.
Hey, Drew, I see a spring break.
Hey, man, spring break.
Hey, man, you better start talking about them kids on your page,
Hey,
man.
don't
Them
he,
kids
man?
are on, man.
Don't he?
Hey, man, the parents got to know what's really going on.
Man,
It's
yo.
Keep
it's
them straight, Drew.
amazing what I see every day at school with these kids and their parents just don't know what's going on.
Keep them straight.
Man.
It's
Keep 'em
crazy.
straight.
I said, man.
It's World War II. We in, man.
I'm like, man, is this dude going to school with the strap?
Hey, and like I said, and I hate to say this, but if these kids are our future lawyers and doctors and stuff, we are in trouble. We are in trouble.
They gonna get you.
They gonna get you.
Go get you.
I will leave.
You gonna be careful, man. We gonna be careful.
They ain't talking bad about the kid.
You need help. So what's going on at the crib, man?
Man, I'm just chilling, man. Big shout out to my little bro, man. Once
Shout out
again,
to him.
Again.
Claflin University, man. He stepped across the burning sands yesterday. He's officially an alpha.
Hey, for real.
And once again, man, straight A student. I'm so proud of.
man.
I'm proud of that dude,
Straight
man.
A's, though?
Straight A student
Straight
since he
up.
been there. He's a sophomore. He's been a straight A student for 2 years. He's in a strong organization, you know, and I'm just proud of him, man.
So check this out, Drew.
100 strong.
Answer this question. Answer it truthfully, right? Like last night when y'all was sitting in there, right, and your brother was stepping, right? Did you want to be an alpha? You want to go over?
Be careful. Be careful.
I like what I saw. I can't
think
really say, you know, because I need to. With me, I need to write down what's going on with each organization and see what I like. But actually, when I was in college, I was going to play as Q.
Yeah,
you know, but I was going to play as Q when I went to St. Aul, but I came home. So
First of all, servants of all, we shall transcend all.
But my oldest son, man, my oldest son last night, he he liked what he saw
Yeah.
on the way home.
Yeah.
He was researching.
Yeah.
He was like, "Yo, I'm gonna try to find
Yeah.
a Graham chapter
Yeah.
somewhere." You know, so
Yeah.
he thinking about doing.
Yeah.
it. He's
That's
thinking about
That's
being
cool.
an alpha man.
Come on in. Come on in the fold.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
And Dorian, what's up, man? What's
good?
going over there, man? I see what's going over there in the land, the tier 1 neighborhood.
Yeah.
The tier 1 neighborhood with the lake.
I didn't know that until
What's going on
I didn't
in
know that
Utah?
until you told me that. I didn't know
What's
what that
going on
even
in the
meant.
tier 1 neighborhood,
So
man?
check this out though. So I said it earlier, but again, my daughter graduates high school in May. My daughter graduates with her master's from Webster in May. My son graduates from South Carolina State in May.
Wow.
So it's a heavy May going on in the house. Yeah. So it's a heavy May.
Yo,
Congratulations.
It sound like a heavy bag going
Yeah,
on.
it's a heavy bag. Yeah,
That's what I'm saying,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
I mean, because y'all
Yeah.
said the one thing about Dory family, they celebrate.
We celebrate.
Yeah.
They
We
celebrate.
Yeah.
Celebration,
So
man.
how many celebrations y'all gonna have?
It's gonna be
One big one or two?
It's gonna be two. It's gonna be two because Deja want to celebrate. Deja going out of town, Jamaica.
Deja got another degree.
Yeah, she going to Jamaica, and Caitlin going. Caitlin gonna have a celebration.
Man, check this out, man.
yeah.
They might have the smartest household in the PV, man. Yo, check this out. Daughter Deja,
Yeah,
upcoming black woman entrepreneur.
yeah. She
Doing
on the
how
way.
she do it.
Yeah, she on the
Yeah.
way.
Hey,
Yeah.
she said her mother said something on Facebook that I dug, right, man? She said, "Oh, my daughter Deja, 2 degrees hotter." 2 degrees
I
hotter.
like that. That's slick. That's slick. That's slick.
man.
That's
Two
slick.
Hey,
degrees
man,
hotter.
shoot.
Yeah.
Man, it made me want to make some T-shirts for y'all this graduation.
Yeah, I know, right?
This grad- 1 degree, 2 degrees.
Yeah,
Right.
That's crazy.
Jimmy said he 400 degrees, man.
I know, right? I know,
Yeah,
right?
man. So shouts out to the McAllister.
Hey, appreciate
That's
it.
Hey, you know the crazy
Congratulations.
thing is, I remember when everybody was in elementary, man.
Yeah. Me too.
Deja was in 6th and 7th grade when I met him, man.
Yeah. Now she running stuff. Like, crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That was crazy last night when I was watching my brother crossover. I was like, man, I just remember him, a little boy running around.
I remember.
It make your chest tight, right?
Yeah.
Emotional, right?
Wow.
Wasn't saying nothing to
Wasn't
nobody.
saying nothing to
Yeah.
nobody,
Yeah.
just quiet. Then I just seen a whole different person last night. I was like,
Man, and shouts out to Joe, man. Shouts out to Joe.
my
Yeah.
boss,
Yeah,
man.
because I used to see them.
Yeah.
I used to see them when I was on it. I was in the gym every day in the
Yeah.
morning and stuff like that. I used to see them at the gym like 5:30 in the morning. I knew little man had to be at school at 7, man.
Yeah, man. Big shout out to my pops, man.
Yeah.
Taking care of, single man taking care of a kid without no mother.
Go ahead, Joe.
Yeah. He know about it. Shout out, Mr. Joe. That's what's up. And look at him. He
Man,
turned
call
into an
Joe,
alpha,
man. Call Joe. Call Joe.
Yeah.
We turned into an
And,
alpha.
and then he had me, man. They had a part in the show last night where they played Dear Mama, and all the people online, they stopped and they had roses and they went and gave the roses to they people in the crowd, they moms, and I'm like, oh man.
Yeah.
And,
But see, yeah,
and then he started looking around for my pops. He's like, Pop. He was like, Dad, come here. So my dad got out the bleachers, and when he went down and grabbed them and gave him the rose. My pop started boohoo crying.
ahead.
I
Yeah.
had to tell my little daughter looking at me, telling me, Dad, you better not cry. Tear
so-
dropping.
Hey,
It is
that's
what
what's
it
up,
Hey,
is.
yo,
man.
can we tell this? Do you mind telling the story about my man and how he was born and the birthdays and all that?
Yeah, this crazy. So my mom had me on her birthday, so we got the same birthday, which is 9/26.
Yeah.
My mom died on 9/11, which was a big day in history. So
Yeah.
my brother's birthday is on 9/11. So me and my mom birthdays on 9/26 together. So all our birthdays are like in September. On 9, it's just it's a lot.
9/11, 9/27.
9/11 and 9/26. Yeah.
So can we go a little deeper, or you don't want to?
Yeah, we can.
Let's go then.
Wait, what you
Tell
want?
the day that he was born. Only reason why I'm saying this, right? The only reason why I say it is because I know the story, right? Mm-hmm. And the significance it make the man, the young man. His life is so much more than what y'all know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If hold on. If what I'm gonna say. Want me to tell her? You want to tell?
Yeah, you could tell it. You
So
could tell it.
I know this because he told me, right? my man, say his name again. I forgot. Say his name.
My little brother.
What y'all call him?
Malcolm.
Malcolm. Now Malcolm was born on that date, right?
Yep.
That day that Malcolm was born, his mother died having him.
Mm-hmm. She died on the table.
She died on the table.
He never seen
He never seen his mother.
Never seen her.
But look at his life. Now you look at this man's life up to a sophomore in college, and when I seen that picture last night, when I looked at it, I was like, man. Then I go back to what Drew's have told me about him. Man, his life he can't do nothing. His whole life had to be meaningful.
Yeah.
Because a life was given for him to live.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So to me, his whole life has to be excellent. Not putting no pressure on a young brother,
No.
but it's going that way though.
Yeah.
His life has to be excellent, and you see it along the way.
Yeah.
From what I seen when I first met him till now, it's nothing
But excellence.
but excellence.
It's nothing
No,
but
I
excellence.
ain't saying good. I ain't saying great. I use the word excellence.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, even though, okay, I ain't just saying school, he was excellent. Now you had a great father in Joe that led him, guided him along the way
Yep. By himself.
by himself.
Yeah. That's
heavy.
Yeah.
That's heavy.
So it has to be, he has to do great things. And so every time, if he ever got off track, you gotta say, hey man, your life meant something to you and it meant something to somebody.
But the thing is about him, he never was a troublemaker. Never got in trouble. Always made straight A's. Never was out in the streets. When he at school now, he don't like to party. All he go to class. He don't like to hang out. So for him even crossing over last night was surprising to me because he's so quiet. But everything he do is amazing to me. You know what I'm saying? Being that he never had a mother figure around, you know what I'm saying? The things that he doing, I'm just proud of him. You know what I'm saying? Him and my dad, those my superstars, man, because I seen my dad raise him by himself. You know what I'm saying? And to be in a position he is in now, second year in college, he's an alpha, straight A student. Hey, the sky's the limit for him, you know?
Think about this, man. And I want to say this, right? Because I have yet to meet your brother. I will, though. I have yet to meet Mr. Joe. But your brother had he could have used every excuse in the book to go left.
Yeah.
And it would have been validated. Because guess why? It is very hard to navigate life without a mother. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. It's very hard to navigate. And guess what? A good life, right? A good life. And I'm going to say God will give you people to cover, right? To fill the gap. But they can't fill the gap. They can do only what they know how the best that they can do.
Yep.
Right.
But they cannot fill the gap of a mother's love and direction and warmth and protection and all of that. And the fact that he is living a life of excellence when he has every reason to say, you know what, I don't want to do it. And it could be validated. People will understand why.
Yep.
But he chose, and the protection that he gave, Mr. Joe, the people that have been in it, stood in the gap for him, was powerful enough to say, hey, even in times, because behind closed doors, people can't see behind closed, when the door is closed, you can't see on the other side.
Right.
When you by yourself and that feeling of, I don't have a mother to give a rose to. I don't have muffins for moms and all that stuff. That stuff matters because that was me.
Yeah.
So I know. I know when the door is closed how that feels, man. And kudos to him, man, for just taking the mantle and running with it. But I'm telling you, some people spoke some heavy stuff in his life for him to be going in that direction.
Yes. Yeah.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
Yep.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. It's deep, man. It's deep.
It's not by default, man, and I know we got to go, but it's not.
Keep going.
It's not by default that your brother, and I know this. I'm using the cliche because there's a lot of them. It's not by default that your brother is the member of Alpha Phi Alpha, man, because the fraternity operates in excellence. It has done for years, man. And one of the principles, right? And I told my wife this the other day. One of the principles, I don't know if I could say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. One of the principles, I've been in Alpha for 25 years. One of the principles that we lean on, we take no delights in backward steps. No delight. We don't go backwards. I don't care what it's for. Like, and I told my wife this the other day. You don't understand why we don't take delight in going backwards is because when I give you all the time you want to get ready, we're going somewhere, I give you, take your time, get ready. We get down the road, right? My wife said, I left my pocketbook. I get so mad. I get so mad that I left my pocketbook. You know why? Because
we gotta go back.
We gotta go back. We gotta go back to the place that we made it through. I don't know what's waiting for me when I go back. I made it through car accidents that was meant for me, but I made it through that. So now I'm going back into the environment that I left out of. I take no delight in going backwards. If I was genuine to you, and I'm going somewhere else with it.
Keep going.
If I was genuine to you, right, and you took me for granted, and you realize that later after I've moved forward, and now you come to the I really want to apologize. I got to go backwards to get your apology. I take no delight. Now you have to work extra hard to run to get in front of me to apologize to me because I'm going this way.
Right.
I take no delights in
Say
going
that
backwards.
again, man. Say that again.
You have to run. And when you do me wrong, you're going to have to run just that hard to get in front of me to apologize because I'm not going backwards to get your apology. What's done is done.
Yep.
Man, the crazy thing. Oh, brother,
I love
man.
that.
I know we don't talk on the phone in the morning like we used to, right?
I love that.
But I always listen to self. I don't say self. I always self-access, and I always listen to things to bring yourself up, right?
Yep.
Now there's a thing that's called backwards thinking, forward thinking. There's backwards thinking, there's forward thinking, right? A forward thinking can't understand why a backwards thinker think like that. Now you do that, for example, right? For example, okay, this is like he did the best example I really can think of, right? You had the time to prepare.
Yep.
You came out of the house.
Yep.
And you forgot. So when you was getting all together, what were you thinking?
What were you doing?
You could have been thinking about going
I'm gonna throw a wrench in there though.
Well, throw it.
My wrench is this. Yes, I understand your example, but say for some reason that it was meant for her to leave that purse so you wouldn't get in that accident that's going in front of you.
And that's cool.
To slow me down.
To slow you down.
To slow me down.
That could be also part of forward thinking. It wasn't maybe she didn't mean to because you did give her the time to prepare, but she left and told her, say, go ahead and go. You got everything. And that could have been God whispering to her, go ahead and go. And then when you get down the street, you realize it. And so you could turn around because, hey, there's going to be an accident at exit 56.
Okay, let me throw a wrench back at you. Maybe it was his time to go.
Maybe what?
Maybe it was his time to go. But maybe God was calling him home at the time.
Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's true.
So maybe not paying attention and doing what you was supposed to do because you had all of the time that stopped, and now you didn't miss your call. You didn't miss your way home. You know what I'm saying? I was just on that. But backwards thinking is why a lot of people right now don't get to what they want to get. Right. Because you're still thinking backwards when you should be going forward. When you know you should get up early in that morning and get yourself prepared, but you don't get up when you're supposed to, right?
That snooze.
So you're going back, but the forward person is already up and ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Mindset. I heard him, he was saying like this guy, I know Eric Thomas, I listened to him. He lives in Michigan, right? But he bought a mansion in San Diego, right? He bought a mansion in San Diego because his wife has she has not lupus, but some kind of disease like when she needs sunshine, right? So he bought a house in San Diego. So in Michigan, you know it's cold. It's cold a lot. So they moved to Michigan. They moved to San Diego for 6 months of the year. And his mother said, his partner's mother said, I don't know why he's wasting that money. Why he's wasting that money. But really, it's a great investment. So that's forward thinking. So that means if something happened, we don't want to stay there no more.
It's still income.
Still income.
But if backwards thinking is he's wasting money because you can't
see it.
Yeah,
you can't even see it.
Yeah. Instead of going forward, you want to turn around and go backwards.
You can't
right?
see it.
Yeah.
That's why just these days you can't wait for people. If you're on a mission these days,
you can't wait.
You cannot wait for people.
Agreed.
And then when you do wait, you probably get a feeling like, yo, man, I'm leaving them. But why wait?
Right.
Why wait? So both of y'all won't make it there.
Correct.
Somebody got to make it there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
Correct.
And then they're gonna say, turn back and go get them. Right? No, you can't turn back and go get them.
Right.
You got to try to. They got to. What they say? They got to run in front of you.
You got to get in front of you.
Yeah.
You got to go. You got to run that hard.
Yo,
That's crazy.
The thing though, when we got on the first time we had it, was saying you said something that triggered in me, and I forgot what the statement was. You were saying something about the subject we was talking about today. What was it? I forgot how the statement you put it, but you were saying that when you make, when you make a when you make a statement towards something that 85% of the people don't
you woke.
Yeah. You said well, it's not woke. It's what you called it now. You called it something else.
Eyes open.
Open up. What that trigger was my current situation, because we all know I worked somewhere else. You know, I'm not even gonna put them out there or whatever. It's fine, whatever. So I decided to leave because of that same situation. Because every time I spoke up, it felt like, why you not going with the flow? And it was our people that was saying that.
Yep.
So last incident pushed me to a level where I wanted to put hands on somebody.
Right.
And I felt like, and I said, you know what? I don't own this company. He don't own this company. And it's not worth me messing up what I got outside to be here.
Right.
So I'm just going to tell you how I feel, and I'm just going to leave.
Right.
Because if it get me to this level, I don't need to be here no more.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So it just was like, and like I said, it was just like I hate being in an atmosphere where I'm talking to somebody and I'm stating my opinion and you taking it as I'm going against the grain. Because it was like, the dude said to me, you always got something going on. No, I'm speaking facts. I'm asking questions. I'm speaking truth. If you can't answer, you can't handle me ruffling feathers, then don't talk to me.
Right.
Man, you're going against the program, man.
Yeah. So, and I'm saying to myself, you want to stay here being a slave? I'm not a slave.
It's
But you got to be taught, man. You got to be taught, right? Like,
I can't
always
tolerate
everybody ain't gonna get it. They ain't gonna get it.
No. And the thing is, right? One of the things is, right? Man, that 85%, we was talking, I heard this today, we was talking about school, right? Now, school is programmed, you know, college is going up to $100,000 a year.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I seen that though.
And school,
I seen that when I was in school.
School, you were taught to walk a certain line, right?
Yeah.
So everybody's walked a certain line, right? He said school is taught to intake information and be able to spit it back. Mm-hmm. And that's how they say you smart. So he said a lot of people, he was like, you can have a 4.0 or 5.0, but you went to school. Ain't nothing wrong with going to school. That shows that you can obtain the information and turn it back. Mm-hmm. Now with that 5.0, can you learn with that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You could tell. I can tell you. Well, Dora was born in so and so and so and so.
You can remember it
when he was born. Mm-hmm. So and so and so and so. But can you tell me what happened when he was born? Mm-hmm. Can you tell me what happened with the birth or stuff like that? Did you learn anything?
Yeah.
So that's just like I'm a math guy. I was always a numbers guy, counting guy. So that's just like when you get a math, what's the name? They always tell you show your work. Yeah. Just don't give me the answer.
Don't give me the answer. Show how you got that.
Got to the answer.
So they want to know.
So, yeah.
Can you do it?
And college don't teach you that. College gives you an outline of everything. Because once you get into the real world and start working, they're going to train you how they want you to work anyway. So that's what all college is for.
Yeah.
The main, just like you said, they say they want you to come in, learn, and be able to spit it back out to them. Another thing it shows when you get a degree is that you had discipline to go to school and get this grade average. That's all it shows. Discipline.
Right.
So that's what employers want to see. They say, he's disciplined, so we can make you one of the 85%ers that you just said.
When I give you a task, can you complete it? Can I trust that you'll complete it?
That's what it shows.
He probably gonna complete it because he completed a degree. That's what it is.
That's all it is.
That's all it is.
That's all it is. It means really nothing if you in the grand scheme of things, because like I said, you have people like a predicament I just came out of that's in places that don't know how to be that person, supervisor or manager, don't, because they have not been taught or learned. Only they got is a piece of paper that I study business management, and you got it from a textbook, but you don't know how to be a people person. You don't know how to talk to people. You don't know how to read the room or address people. You don't know how to. That's where everybody lack at.
Brother.
So you could be a supervisor, a manager. You could be the president, and because you got a piece of paper, because they put you there because of that piece of paper.
You got to know how to lead people.
You got to know how to lead people. If you don't understand people, you're never gonna have the quality workers that you want under you. And most of the time, them people never been quality workers before they became a leader.
So check this out, Dorian. So all this goes back to you.
Oh, you heavy, boy.
Yeah, you real heavy.
You heavy.
So check this out. I see that all now, but okay, Dory's a leader, right?
Yep.
He's a leader in the corporation, right? Mm-hmm. Now, I know he's the type of leader that they love him. Some might don't like him, but they love him, right?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
But everything that they do right now, he did before he became a manager.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah. But now it's just like my man said when they was coming out of Vietnam, you coming out there second lieutenant or something like that, but they sending you straight to Vietnam. Yeah. But you want to lead these guys that been in second third too.
Yeah. That's heavy, buddy. That's heavy too.
You about to get them killed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that paper don't. I ain't please. I say if you don't go to college, go to college.
Yes.
Education is important.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it will help you if you ever decide to do something on your own because you know the fundamentals. So go to college if you want to go to college. Just for you, go there, get 20 degrees if you want to. All right.
But what you're saying is you coming out of college with a 4-year degree with your young self, and you going into a place where people been working 30 years.
Yeah.
And you got to tell these people what you think is best. And guess what happens? The young people that's coming out of college, they do that. They go out there and say, my way is, I know this because I went to college. Them people don't care about that.
Right.
Because these people been doing it. They already know. I've never done that. Hey, what do you think, sir? What do you think is best? I told my people the other day, I've never made a decision back here since I've been back here. But we've made them all.
Right.
We made all the decisions together.
Yep. Because you know why? Because experience is the best teacher.
It is.
Experience is the best teacher.
It is.
I got a situation today, right? We was looking for a manager for one of the stores, right? A young girl came in, she's 25. Anything that I read resumes and stuff now too, right? And resumes fool you. But
buddy.
boy, them things look good.
Yeah.
But she came to me and everything that she could say, right? Everything that she said was right. The way she was dressed was right. The way she was talking was right. But I know I can't put you as a manager with these ladies in their 30 and 40.
Yep.
And you 25.
Yep.
I know. Now you might can do inventory. You might can create a budget, work a budget, and anything. But there's no way. There's no way they will run all over you. All the people that work for me are older than me in the transportation business. I say yes sir and yes sir.
Right.
And they really make most of the decisions. Well, Jamel, you might need to do it like this. Well, you know why? Because they're in the field.
They see
on
it.
the road every day. They know what's going on.
I try to tell people that all the time.
Yeah.
They don't get it though.
No,
And that dude said, Jamel, that ain't gonna work. I said, okay, tell me how it's gonna work.
Yeah.
They don't get it.
You know, because like I said, it's just like I said, it's them 85% is just like Jamel said earlier. It's people that they know how to follow rules and follow dictatorship, but they don't know how to think for their own self.
Right.
And then you look at them and say, man, how you get this position? Like
Because they don't think.
Yeah, they don't think. It's just like they want somebody to tell them and do. And then when you say something to them, they get mad because they know you right.
Yeah.
That's the person that always gets upset.
Yeah.
The one that when you telling them something, they know that you're right.
Yep.
They get upset. They're like, oh man, what you talking about? Why you don't know what you're talking about? Start bucking up.
All the time.
And I'm telling people like, listen. I'm a grown ass man, just like you a grown ass man, dog.
You tell him that. You tell him that.
I say, you lower your voice, bro, because boy, I was about to go to Effingham.
You already.
But like I said, at this big age, that tells me. I say, you know what? I started thinking. I'm like, man, I got stuff going on outside of here. I got 2 young kids. I don't need this.
Think alike.
I gotta go. Bye.
think
There
alike.
you go. I went inside, sat my stuff down. Hey, you find a new person. Oh, what's going on? You want? No, I'm done.
One of the things my homie always say is, you got to understand who you are now.
Yep.
That's what he said. You got to understand who you are now.
Yep.
Some of these things you can't address.
No, you can't.
Yeah, you can't address. I'm at a different place.
Yeah, I'm at a different place.
Yeah.
If I was 2021, I'd have been all over that dude. Cameras and all. I don't care what. I probably tried to slid dude up. But then now I'm just thinking like, you know what, man? Listen, and I know I would have heard him because first of all, I'm in the gym on a regular basis.
Shout out to the gym. Regular. I'm a regular client.
Listen, go to my gym. They see me there 5 times a week. Listen, and I plays no games now at this big age. So my thing is, I would have slid this young dude, bro. So my thing is like, he'd have felt this old man's strength, and he'd have been like, "Yo, I shouldn't have said nothing." So my whole thing was, you know what? I'm bigger than this. My credentials tell me a lot.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I know what my credentials. I know what's the name. I know you said the resume is live, but mine don't.
You can get it anywhere.
I can get it anywhere.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
So, hey, listen, that's the core for my dreads missing, because that's one thing about it. I had a few like big time interviews, and I went into a couple of places, and I was sitting across from people that didn't look like me, and I had locks with a suit on, with a tie on, everything, and I know my credentials and stuff met what they wanted, and I didn't get no call back. So then I was like, you know what? I talked to my wife and I said, you know what? I think I'm gonna cut my locks. And she was like, you really want to cut your locks? I was like, yeah. First of all, it was 3 things that kept giving me signals that I should cut them. One, we was out eating, and I bent down to get something that one of my son had dropped. And I know my hair fell inside some honey mustard until my wife said something. Then I felt it drop, and I was like, "Dad, I can't be doing this." Like my hair was up, so I'm like, that made me mad because now I'm out, and now I gotta go in the bathroom, wash the honey mustard out my hair. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Then I wanted my hair a certain style, and I didn't get it that way, and it made me feel like, dang, my hair ain't looking the way I want to look, because I wanted to be neat. Because like I said, I'm going on interviees. I'm got on a suit and stuff. I want to make sure it didn't look the way I wanted to look. So then I was like, and I started thinking about the interviews I went on. I'm like, hold up. I went on these interviews. I got these credentials. I got proof of these credentials, and these people ain't calling me back. So I'm like, it must be the hair. And I'm thinking, my mind frame is still thinking I'm up north, because up north is like, it's cool, whatever. But then I was like, I'm in the South.
Hey, interview tip number 1. If for those of the callers those who's listening, interview tip number 1: when they call your phone and schedule an interview, they are calling to see how you look with the people that are already working there. That's it. That's it. They already got your resume, right? They got your resume already, right? So they're going through the resume. Oh, he's a great fit. Let's call him in to see how he looks. That's it.
And you know, and what's so crazy about how I gauged it? So mind you, I went on the interviews when I had the locks. I went on them. I didn't get no call back. So then I had a big interview for the state, to be an accountant for the state in Columbia. So I was like, all right, cut my hair already. I went to the barber the day before. I said, yo, get me right. I'm about to go to this interview. Came in there, suit down, everything, you know, tie my little pendant on, you know, representing my little whatever. You know what? Go in there, sitting there. I could tell that I looked the part, because when I came, it was two black interviews and 2 white. It perked up. God looked at, he was like, this dude come in here looking sharp. Like, I mean, like, I had no locks. But he didn't know I had locks before, but just the whole point of, like, you could tell the difference of the look compared to when I went in with the locks, and then when I went in with the haircut. So I was like, oh, okay, I see what this is. And now I'm like, all right. So that's one of the reasons why I cut my locks. I was like, when I get in, I'm going to get in, and then once I start growing my hair, there's nothing they can say I already got the job.
So the lock community, and I'm pretty sure the lock community will be totally mad.
Yeah,
what you just did.
Very
They'd be
true.
very mad.
True. But sometimes you got to play the game to get where you want to go for
because you can get in the door.
You can,
and then you can put your locks back in.
Yeah. That's what I said. That's what I said. I save my locks, so I'm not worried about that part. Anytime I want to grow them back, but it's just ironically that
I'm a fan
they look past. They couldn't look past my hair. In order
Some people can't.
They can't. And like I said, but most of the interviews I had was with people that wasn't of our race. I get you. So the whole thing was like, okay, cool. But like I said, since then, I've got callbacks. Oh yeah, I got a job the other day. Like, yeah, you know, hey, we want you to come in. All right, God, I'm good. I'm good. You know what I mean? Right. Got another interview. Oh, we want to interview Friday. We think you're a perfect fit. You know what I mean? So, like, now they rolling in.
That's how it happens.
I'm like, okay.
And locks on the dresser.
I'm gonna flip it on you. As an African American, business owner. I have interviews, right?
Say that, Doc.
I come, like you see me, is I'll come to an interview. That I give the interview, right? I dress like this because I work hard to dress like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but I'll take our people, right? And when they come in and they interview with me, they get relaxed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They get real relaxed. So now you don't take me as serious as you would take either a guy in a suit or somebody of other color that gives you a job, right? So, and I learned this with young people too, right? So when I gave them the job, now they see me come in, they're like, oh yeah, he got on Jordans, he got on a Yankees hat, stuff like that. They get relaxed, right?
Yep.
So it's cool you get relaxed, but I didn't get relaxed. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I had a situation where they got relaxed. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, little dude was sitting down. There was boxes that still needed broken down. I say, yo, if you're sitting down, you can break some boxes down. You can't just sit, because I got cameras everywhere. I look all the time. Right. So they said that I said some slick stuff to them, but I just told you the truth.
Right.
But if you met me that day and I had on a 3-piece suit, and when you came and talked to me and I couldn't relate to what you were saying to me, you would have took that situation with me serious.
Never would have been sitting down.
Yeah.
Right. No, never.
Never would have.
Right.
Never. It's crazy. And the crazy thing is it'd be our people. It'd be our people that you would have had dreads. I don't know if this is the case, that you went there, they'd have seen your dreads. And let's say if they might not have judged your dreads, but he would have. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
He would have judged your dreads.
Yep. Probably would.
Yeah, man. Because we will. Go ahead. My fault.
No. Like I said, that's why I said. That's why I made sure that every interview because I didn't know who was going to be the person going to interview me. I didn't know if it was going to be a woman or a man, black, white, whatever. Because names don't really give you a significant idea of what race they are no more, because everybody, I mean, you could meet a white Tawanda or a white Keisha nowadays, and you know what I mean, you could it doesn't matter no more. So my whole thing was just because like you said, they contact you first and they'll tell you like, hey, you're going to be interviewing with this person. So when I see the name, it's not like, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna go in there dressed like this. My whole thing is like, I'm gonna go in there looking for the part, the part that I'm coming in here. I might be coming in here for entry level, but I'm dressed for the manager or supervisor. You know what I mean? So you can look at me and say, okay, he came in here like that. Because what I see down here is they had a career fair for the city of Florence. I went in, everybody had on jeans. I had on a suit. People turned around, they was looking. I had on a blue suit. Like I came in there ready. Like and they looking around. Lady turned around, she said, yo, you look real sharp. I said, thank you. Walked around, went to the tables. Guys perked up, stood up. Police officers, hey, you should join the police. Fire, you looking to be the firefighter? Looking to be this. I'm like, let me just look. I'm just trying to see what y'all have to offer. Everybody else, they chilling on their phone, coming jeans, boots, sneakers. I'm like, yo, I said, this is not how you present yourself if you really want somebody to be interested in you. But like I said, I guess it's the way of the world, how it's going now. So I just I always try to look the part, regardless of what the fact, what's the situation is. Because like I said, you never know. You could walk in, interview for one thing, but they say, you know what? You came in looking like this. Hey, you ever thought about being a supervisor? You ever thought about being a manager? Because that's how you're supposed to go in looking at it.
Effort.
You
put a little effort in what you want. Okay, check this out. In that interview, in that career day, was 85% of our people and 15% of their people?
For sure. For sure. And listen, and the only person that came to me and said I look sharp was a white lady.
Man, we right now,
because everybody else our race probably was looking like, hey, look, he trying to show out. That's probably what they thought.
But that speaks to what, I don't mean to cut you off, but that speaks to what Jamel was talking about just now. Like you chose to go to a career fair and dress to like you want a job. But the 85% is saying, look at him. Like,
why
we don't even know.
Why go further?
Why go further?
Why go further? Right now, y'all, people might think this is me with my eyes open. Clothes that our culture, like our young people, like, are meant to fail is meant to be lazy.
Boy, I'm telling you.
Sweatpants are not made to advance. It's to wear to play and be comfortable.
Yep.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Crocs are made to be comfortable.
Yep.
Saw that there too.
It's so comfortable that they made pajama pants okay to come outside.
Yep.
To keep you comfortable.
Yep.
To keep you in the 85% that's programmed not to think forward, but to always stay back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yep.
If you're in the mentality of always being comfortable,
Yep.
mental
Stay comfortable.
or what you have on, you're always gonna be comfortable. And if you're always gonna have to be comfortable, if you're always in the mentality of being comfortable, you will never get ahead.
Nope.
Yeah.
Or when that chance come,
Nope.
that chance come for you to move on, you don't have the mentality to be. You don't have the mentality to go forward because you're in a relaxed mode.
Yep.
Yeah.
I won't even let Jamal wear Crocs out the house if I'm with him. You cannot wear them to school.
No.
Right.
You will not wear.
No.
If you go to school in pajama pants, you ain't going to learn. You're going to be.
Chill.
You should have stayed in the
Yeah.
bed.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No.
Right.
Yep.
And you know what I hate, and I'm probably gonna get some flack for this, is when the young lady drops her son or daughter off at school.
I know exactly.
Let's say if we was 5 minutes late.
Yeah.
You 5 or 10 minutes late. No, you passed the bell, so you got to take them in there, right?
Right.
So you're already late, but you're gonna jump up and go inside of the school with
a
some
cap
pajamas on,
Yeah.
and
a
your
stock-
cap on.
Cap on. I see
You know
that
what I'm
every
saying?
day. I see that.
Now check this out. Look at the kid. He's late, but you're late too.
Yep.
Because you didn't prepare yourself enough
Yep.
to get dressed to drop him off so him or her on time,
They come
so
in,
they will be prepared.
They come in parent teacher conferences like that.
That's crazy
I be
though.
like-
That's crazy though.
You know, and
That's crazy.
Yo, and you know what I'm gonna say to that? And I've always said this since I was young. And the crazy, the first one of the main people I always told this to. I told this to my mother because my mother, when she was alive, I was in college, and I got her a job at the college bookstore because she had. At the time she had cancer, so she had to be out of work, and then she finally be able to come back. So then I got a job at the college bookstore that college I went to. So my mother was the type that if someone says something, she'll pop off, like go off. Didn't matter. She be worse. She just go off. Wouldn't curse, but she'll just like yell, talk slick, and stuff like that. So one day I was in there and I saw her do that, and I pulled her to the side. And I always tell people this all the time. I said, you know what? The way you present yourself out here, I don't care if you're at work, in public, or whatever like that, you might be outside in front of your future manager, boss, or anybody, and don't even know it yet. And then they see you act like that.
Yep.
And then you sit in front of them. You might not notice them, but they know you.
Yep.
And then you sit in front of them, they're gonna be like, nah. They're not gonna hear a word you say.
But I'm gonna tell you a story though, a real life story that happened this weekend. This is with my landscaping business. So my homeboy Skills called me. He was like, "Yo, Drew." He said, "Drew, I need somebody to cut my yard, man. My mom, she somewhere, his dad's sick or whatever." He was like, "I need somebody to keep my mom grass cut right." He was like, I see you doing your thing. Can you come over and look at my yard first and then tell me, what's what, whatever. So I went and looked at his yard Saturday. I was like, yeah, I got you. What you wanted me to do? He told me what he wanted me to do. He's like, my mom like this. She got these flower gardens right here. You don't touch these because that's her flower gardens. He went and pointed out all around the yard where she goes outside on Sundays, plants her flowers or whatever. I said, cool, I won't touch them. I said, what? I always tell everybody what you want me to do before I touch anything. You know what I'm saying? I learned that while I was cutting grass. So I went and cut his grass Sunday morning. I cut it, got it straight. He ended up coming outside talking to me. He's like, yeah, I see you did your thing. So me and him talking, we randomly talking. So 5 minutes later, the neighbor across the street came, which is one of the Thompsons that cut hair, one of the Thompsons' brother. He said, brother, I've been peeping out the window and I watched you. He said, you bad. He said, you bad. Can you cut my grass? So I was like, yes, sir. He was like, can you come over here and look at my grass and show me how much you'll charge? This is a true story now, what I'm telling y'all. Y'all ain't gonna believe this. I said, yes, sir, I got you. The other brother next door came outside. Hey, bro, you got a card? So, long story short, when I left there, I'm cutting the whole road yard now. The brothers, Skills yard, DJ Skills yard, all the Thompson's brothers, the aunts and uncles down the street. Because guess what happened?
Your representation.
And the person that was cutting their grass, he's retired or whatever. So all of them was looking for somebody to cut their grass. They had already had a couple people cut, didn't like it. But they saw me out there. And like I always tell my kids and everybody else, you never know who's watching.
Never know.
When you out there, do your best because you never know who's watching you. So for me going out cutting 1 yard that day, I'm now cutting 7 yards on that one road.
Yep. and
that's a true story.
And that's how you know. That's how you're supposed to represent yourself. That's exactly how you're supposed to represent yourself.
So you are, when you out there, man, and I try to tell the kids this, I try to tell my football players this, you never know who's watching you.
Never know.
Do your best. You can't be out there. You can't. My thing is I'm not going out there slipping.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No half step.
You know, because and the thing with me, I sit back, I go home and I analyze everything. Like if I cut somebody's yard and they don't call me back no more, I be like, dang, what I did. I drive by, I'm like, what I ain't do right. And I learn every year I cut grass, I learn, you know, to now, sometimes I can't, like today I ain't even answer my phone. I got over 50, 60 yards now.
Don't tell them that.
Yeah.
For
real. I can't answer my phone sometimes because I got so much work now, but it's because when I go out there now,
work speaks for it.
I cut a yard like it's mine. I cut the yard how I want my yard to look. And I'll cut the yard like I know everybody down the street looking at me.
See, people think, young kids especially think that, I'm probably speaking to my kids, but they think that there's a switch, a flip that you can switch on. Like when I need it. And it's not.
It's not.
It's not. You can't turn it on. There's no. So that's why you always got to be prepared.
Always got to be prepared, man.
I told my son every day, and I'm gonna give it back to you. Proper preparation prevents piss poor performance.
Prevents.
I looked at him. He said,
"Yeah, that's right.
For real.
You always got to be prepared.
Always.
Listen. You know what you could have said behind that. Look at Michael Jordan's story. You wear Jordans. You like Jordan so much. Look at Michael Jordan's story.
Look at him.
Michael Jordan got cut from high school basketball before he became what's name. He went to college and because he did the preparation. He got in high school. They said they didn't think he was good enough to play basketball. And look where he's at now.
And I'm a huge LeBron fan, and it's funny you said that. But Michael Jordan, right?
Yeah.
He held that chip so long that when he got into the Hall of Fame, he bought the coach that cut him. At the highest level you can go to in the sport. He remembered that and bought the coach to introduce me into the Hall of Fame. That's crazy.
It's not always about. It's not always. It ain't always about the. I tell people all the time. It ain't always about the award.
No,
it's not.
No.
The biggest thing is the reward that it brought to your life. You know what I'm saying? That's why today trophies don't mean nothing to me. Certificates don't mean nothing to me. It's the process that means something to me, and it's the feeling that you get when you completed the process. You know what I'm saying? It's the feeling that you get when you completed the process. It's like what I'm saying is like, Drew, it's nobody's looking, but you out there, you're gonna give that yard your best look. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't the fact that the money's not. I tell people, the money's not the main thing. Because if you do what you're supposed to do and you perform at a high level,
money will come.
The money's gonna come.
The money's gonna come.
You know what I'm saying?
So easily.
When it don't come is when you start cutting corners.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If it's 5 mile runs, run the 5 miles. You know what I'm saying? You don't know who's gonna see you on the first mile. You don't know see you on the third mile. You don't know see you on the 5th mile. It's just when you start cutting corners and you start that backwards thinking. That ain't no way you're gonna get forward.
Listen. I take that with me every year. Like I've been doing taxes since I was 17, and every year I gain 2, 3, 4 more no clients. This year I had people, I felt like a barber. You know how you had a barber and he used to cut you up so nice,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden you leave and go to somebody that's janking you up,
Yeah.
and you say, man, let me call my old barber back.
Yeah.
That's how these people from the tax game doing now. Oh, I remember Toy used to do taxes. People ain't do their taxes for like 6, 7 years. Call me, hey, ain't you still doing taxes? Yeah, I got you. Hey, ain't you still doing taxes? Yeah, I got you. Okay, come on. Because they know my work speaks for itself. I've been doing it for so long, and I will make sure that you know you're gonna get what I'm gonna tell you exactly how to get the maximum amount for your buck for income taxes without any illegal stuff, and reason why you're getting this amount back, because I could break it down, because I could tell when I do your paperwork. Your W-4, you got some stuff on your W-4 that you don't know that you didn't take off or put back on, and that's why you ain't got. That's why taxes wasn't taken out. That's why this minimum amount was taxes because I study my craft and I know what I can tell people and let them know. And then when they go look at that W-4, they be like, "No, you was right."
You arrogant.
Hey, I gotta be, and that because I'm not some people.
That's what they're gonna say. You're
not arrogant, but
it's
you're
not
not
arrogant.
Yeah,
it's confidence.
You put time in.
And you know why this confidence? Because you prepared yourself to not to do a piss poor performance.
Yep.
Hey, say, check this out now. What I do now, I love doing it. But my thing was selling cars, right? Mm-hmm. That was my thing. So the other day, you know, I was sitting around, said, man, I'm gonna ride around with some juices just to introduce myself. So I went to a car lot, went to my old car lot, they bought some juices, and I went to another car lot, right? I got out the car, when I got out the truck, my man said, yo, there you go, that's the right there. There you go right there. You know what I'm saying? So I heard him. I went over to talk to him. He was like, yo, you Jamel, huh? I said, yeah. You used to work at Kel Yarborough, yeah. They said 30 cars. I said, yeah, man. That's me. But, you know, a thing that I tell people all the time, right? When I figured that I wanted to do more than Kel Yarborough Honda, right? I ain't going to say Kel Yarborough Honda gave me a great time to earn what I was worth. You know what I'm saying? But when I figured out that one day I wanted to leave there, I told somebody looked at me crazy. I said, I went to work every day for 3 years. And they looked at me and said, you went to work for every day for 3 years? I said, yeah, I went to work every day for 3 years. On my days off, I went to work. Mm-hmm. You know, on Sundays, I went to the lot because I know people was going to be out there. So I handed them cars. Wow. And you know what? Or when they left, I'll go out there and put all my cars on the cars that's on the front row, right?
Yeah.
Or put them on all the cars.
That's what people look at.
Come back Sunday morning because nobody's out there. They're going there. Come back Monday morning before it's time to go to work and take all my cars off, right? Mm-hmm. So I look and I see if my cars were gone. Mm-hmm. That means I always had a customer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I knew I wanted to get out of there. So the company had a website. I had a website, right? When I knew I wasn't going to be a manager, because one day I knew I wasn't going to let me be a manager. One day the general manager came and said, God damn, Jamel, you get more hits on your website than we getting on. You bring more out of all the money that they spent, $1,000 on advertisement. I spent $425. As a matter of fact, my girl Tamara bought it for me. Bought it for a present. I got more hits than they paid people $3,000 and $4,000 and $5,000 to bring traffic to their website. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
Because I knew I didn't want to stay there, right? So, but you have to do what you have to do to go forward.
Yeah, to get the way.
Now, the 85% gonna say, "Yo, why he spend his money on all that?"
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yep. Why do I buy those cards from Walmart, and every morning I write a thank you card to that person that bought a car for me?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I write a happy birthday to that person that bought a car for me. I buy a 3-year anniversary. It's a 3-year anniversary. It's a year anniversary. So it's all that. Do you want to stay there? Do you want to go forward? Or are you going to be part of the 85% that's saying don't do that? Or are you going to be a forward thinking and just think on? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And
I ain't knew you were selling that many cars a month, but I knew you were selling cars because I was like, damn, Jamel got commercials. Jamel was doing commercials. I was like, oh, man. Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing is, I don't see anybody doing that.
Man.
Like right now.
Yeah, I don't see.
Like if he go, like right now, I know he ain't gonna do it, but if he go back and pick up where he'll pick right up where he left off at. Because he was doing stuff nobody's doing now.
Man, they used to come, they hire people to come in and teach the new age of social media and selling cars, I was already on there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, I knew
But I
it.
used to sit in them classes, and I know they paid all these people this money, but never once did they ask me.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, that's just like we
You
spoke
know,
about
yeah.
earlier. We just spoke about earlier because the people they put in those positions
Yeah.
is not the people that's in the field know what's
Right.
going on.
No,
Don't
you
know
ain't
the
in the-
people.
yeah,
you ain't
you
in
ain't
the
out
field.
there. Yeah.
You're not in the field. If you're not in the field,
When
not
they
doing the work, you don't
had
know.
somebody right there that could have taught the class.
Yeah.
But part of the 85%, and now I'm glad they didn't.
Yeah.
You know why? Because
Because it kept
I
you
would have
stuck.
stayed.
Yep.
But
Right.
I'm cool with them. But
Yeah.
and it's not their fault because they were not on it then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
You
know.
know what I'm
Right.
saying?
They didn't know.
They didn't know.
He was already ahead of the game.
They didn't know.
You was
You know
forward
what I'm
thinking.
saying?
Yeah, forward thinking.
Yeah, I made my own commercial.
Facts.
You know what I'm
Forward
saying?
thinking. Yeah.
Until this date, I'm crazy. I'm gonna tell you something, right? I'm gonna tell you how all that forward thinking helped me out. When we got the second store at McLeod, I went in for a meeting. I think I told you the story. I went in for a meeting. It was about maybe 2 people, but the people that I met with, guess what? I sold them a car. I sold them a car, man. So they already know
That's how the
your
universe
character.
works, man.
I'd have put a pin on that thing.
But just like you never know who watching you.
Never
Yeah.
know.
That's what we
If
just
you
said.
put that work in and what you're
Yeah.
doing
Yeah.
right
Oh,
then,
yeah.
it
What did I
comes,
just say?
it
You
comes
gave
back.
him, gave him
Come
great
right.
customer
Yeah,
Yeah, I
service.
gave him
that's
great
what I'm
customer
saying.
service.
Yeah.
But you know, the thing is right? You know, on salesmen they say you lie, right? You're a liar. But you don't. Only reason why people lie because they don't know. So I ain't gonna lie about my product. I don't have to lie because I know. You know what I'm saying? So when they don't know, I know about this product. You know what I'm saying? So I can fluently talk to you and tell you everything about this product without studying.
right,
So
right,
I don't have to get in when you ask me something when I don't know. Because I hate when people ask me a question that I don't know. So I always try to be prepared for that question I don't know. So I don't have to lie.
Right.
You lie when you don't got the courage to say you don't know.
No.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or if I don't know, let me go back and
Search it.
look for it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So when you lie, what is that? That's backwards thinking.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
If I'm gonna go find out for you, get you the correct information, what am I thinking? Forward thinking.
I respect you more.
Yeah.
Yep.
But to always know, always be preparing.
Yep. That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying?
And anything you do, you're supposed to be like that. Anything you do. That's what I say. Like I could tell the average person that I do taxes for and say, yo, I read publications. They'd be like, what's that? I'm like, look, publications come out every year. Things change in the tax game. Reason why? Because each year stuff happen. Because sometimes one president, somebody from Congress, somebody could sign something and say, "Hey, we're going to give this part of this tax bracket more money back. Tax them less, tax them more." So I need to know that stuff because I don't know what I'm getting from a customer. Just because last year you made 30,000, this year you may make 150. So I got to be prepared for that. Another thing I had to study myself up from moving from up north or down here is farmland. We don't do farmland up north. We got buildings. So when I come down here, people got land. I'm like, oh. It's time to get in them books.
Yeah.
I'm reading this book now. It's called Project 369.
Yeah.
If you don't got the book, go get the book.
I saw that book too.
It says before anything out here matter, before you win out here, you got to win in here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So all this don't matter out there.
No.
If you prepare yourself for out there, you ain't gonna be prepared if you prepare in here. And he said one more thing. He said, "Are you the believer or are you the beliefs? Are you a believer or are you the beliefs?"
That's heavy.
Think about that for a minute.
I am.
Because if I don't tell you why that's happening, you're gonna say right now, Charlotte, are you the believer or are you the beliefs? Come on, you
I'm
gotta
the
say
believer.
something. Are you the believer or are you the beliefs?
Believer.
Are you the believer or are you the beliefs?
I think I'm the beliefs.
You the beliefs.
Yep.
The believer, you the believer, you believe in.
Yep.
But if you're the beliefs, the believer believes in the beliefs. The belief is what you gotta have. Most of the world are believers.
Yeah.
But what you're studying is the belief. But if you don't take a moment of your life to better yourself or just to think on that type of level, what they say conscious and non-conscious thinking, right?
Yeah.
What if I say your non-conscious thinking, do you know the definition of non-conscious?
Unconscious. Yeah.
You're going to be the believer, but your consciousness, you're the
woke.
belief.
Yeah.
Beliefs.
That's how you
I get
brother.
it.
You
I
the
get
beliefs.
it. Yep.
And it's crazy. But we at 5912. My name is Jamel Lai. This is Real Talk 360. We didn't discuss nothing that was on that thing. We didn't discuss nothing about Diddy.
We supposed to talk about Diddy, man.
We didn't discuss nothing about if your friend go on the trip with $135, would you be mad at him?
I would be mad though.
We didn't discuss nothing about did the ship in Baltimore, did they run it in on purpose or was it a mistake?
It was purpose.
My name is Jamel Lai. And we ain't discussed none of that, but we discussed a lot for you to go and implement in your life.
Yeah,
I just tricked you. It was on there, so we're just gonna go deep because what they said, the front is entertainment, but the back is education. Read the box me out.
I like that.